So with less than a week to go in the Premier League, the transfer rumours are flying around and Vítor Pereira is being linked to one of his wonder kids. Welcome to your Forest News. Hi guys, hope you're doing well and welcome to your Forest transfer news. Coming up, we'll talk about the links as Forest look to take on some big boys in the transfer market. We'll tell you who he is, how is it going to happen, can it happen, and all the usual good stuff. So make sure you've liked, hyped and subscribed. And if you're on Instagram, do me a massive favor and give us a quick follow there. We are literally like 10 people away or something from 5,000 followers. So shout out to all of you following us on there. The links in the comments down below. Okay, let's talk about Mateus Mane. This is the latest link with Nottingham Forest. This is the Wolves Wonderkid who has kind of broken onto the scene this season. He's been very good. He's caught my eye on the not many games that I've watched of Wolves, I must admit. But in general, he's been a massive talking point amongst the football community about potentially someone sweeping in for him with Wolves being relegated. Now, he is Wolves' current prized possession, or should I say rising star. This is a guy who knows Vítor Pereira as well from his time at Wolves. So there is that link there. Now, who else is interested in him? You've got Forest who are interested in him, Man U and Liverpool. At the moment, a lot of people saying if he's going to go, it would be to Man U. But with the Vítor Pereira connection, with Vítor looking to sign a new longer-term deal at Forest, you can see him building. But is he for sale? Wolves don't want to sell him. Rob Edwards has come out and said they're doing everything they can to try and keep him at the club because they want to build around the 18-year-old in the Championship next season. And if they were to sell, they are looking for 45 to 50 million pounds, which is crazy money. But is it really? I mean, we sold Elanga. Yeah, no, it is, because Elanga went for 55 last season. He's had more seasons in the Premier League than Mane. So I think that's asking too much. And for someone who I think he scored 3 goals this season, obviously scored against Fulham last week. Let me have a look. Yeah, 27 appearances and 3 goals. Now, in terms of where he plays, there is a bit of versatility in his position. He predominantly, for me, is like a cam and can play out on the wing. But for someone who's quite small, he's very strong and robust and pacey and skillful on the ball. And I kind of would like him on the left wing, if I'm being honest with you. I think what we need is a whole new overhaul on wingers anyway. And I think we need a tricky winger, a Somerville style kind of winger. You know, someone who can just dribble with the ball, take on a player, force the opposition's backline to drop deeper. And I think with Mane, you would get that. I've seen a lot of good signs. And with all due respect to Wolves, they've been the crappiest team in the Premier League. The table doesn't lie. They're 20th. And for him to shine out in that team kind of says a lot about his potential ability. But that's the key word here. You're buying potential. There's been so many seasons where you've seen a breakthrough kid come through and suddenly there's all this hype around them for 5 minutes. Someone picks them up and you don't hear about them. I'll give you Tyler Dibbling from last season from Southampton, for example. A lot of hype about him. I kind of liked what I saw with him. I think, if I remember rightly, he went to Everton. He may be injured or whatever, but not heard much about him this season. So you do get those kind of players, but at the same time, you do get the alternative where they do carry on with their development. They do improve kind of year on year, and you get a better and better player. So I don't think it will be anywhere near this 45 to 50 million pound mark for 2 reasons. One, Wolves are relegated, so the strength is not really in their hands when it comes to this. Now, I think he is signed there until 2029 off the top of my head. But with players these days, contract lengths mean absolutely nothing. So if he was looking at his future and he was looking at potentially how do I advance my career, would it be in the Championship or would it be in the Premier League? His better option is obviously the Premier League. So if a player kicks up a fuss, we know more times than not they end up leaving. I think the price would be around 30 million. And I think that would be a fair price because you're buying potential with a bit of risk, but potential to kind of flourish and blossom into a really good player. Now, let's go back to what I said to you about the clubs that are interested. You got Manchester United, Liverpool and Forest, and I expect more clubs to be as well as this kind of develops throughout the summer as things start to heat up. We're nearly fully out this season. I can't wait. Anyway, why do I think Forest have a chance in this? Do I think we have more pulling power than Liverpool and Man U? Probably not. Okay, not would be the answer. But the thing here is, if Mane is looking to develop, his development would come on the pitch. And he has more of a chance of getting game time if he's playing at Forest than if he goes to, say, Manchester United, where he'd be competing with who they got, Cunha and Bremo, etc. So it's more likely he will get more game time at Forest. Now you could make the argument, well, Man U need to rotate their squad because of Champions League and everything else, domestic cups, maybe. But I think the more safer bet for him, if his ambition is to get more game time, would be to come to Forest. So I think we do have a shout. Add on top of that, Vítor Pereira and the link, the relationship sounds good. I think he was actually in Portugal himself, grew up there or was born there or something like that. So there's a potential chance that this could happen. Am I saying it definitely is? No. And it's something I'd remind you guys about as well in these videos. A lot of times I'll bring you the news, the rumors, the discussions that are happening. If it's something that I've sourced, I'll let you know. If it's something I feel is going to certainly happen, I'll let you know as well. But at the moment, expect for the next few weeks until probably into the World Cup that rumors will be rumors, and we're just kind of keeping you abreast of the situations that are going on. So, would I take him is the question. I want to know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know, would you take him at Forest? Yes is my answer. I'll tell you why. It's not like a full 100% yes, but it's a very firm yes. One, I would like the price tag to be around 30 million. Not that I'm paying for it. The Greek father will do his thing, but I don't want to eat up too much transfer on a player. 50 million for unproven or potential, whatever you want to call it, I think is a little bit too much. But 30 million around that mark, where you could bring him in, where he's already had a season in the Premier League. He knows the league, he knows the teams will be playing against and everything like that. He's also shone in a very poor Wolves team this season. Those for me are plus points. The down points are what I said to you earlier, the Tyler Dibblings, the Liam Delaps, those kind of players that have actually kind of got out in the limelight this season. I don't want to see that happening. I don't want those kind of signings coming through. But what I definitely don't want this summer is signings of players from probably Brazil, I'll be honest with you. Like things like that. We need to put together a really good squad this summer. I'd almost go as far as to say a safe squad. A squad that's going to get us somewhere around mid-table, maybe fighting for some European positions or something like that. So get me the vast majority of safe players and then sprinkle in some unknown talent or some potential like Mane. So yes, I would take him. The price does need to be right. Boy, has he got bags and bags of talent. Get your thoughts in. Make sure you're following us on Instagram. The link's in the comments. And if you didn't see yesterday's video, go check it out. I'll leave it on the end screen for you. Have a good afternoon. Come on, you Reds.